Yeah, I thought there was a lot of periods of time in that game, and we sure competed hard enough. Just kind of came down to guard play tonight. There are two guys who people think are first-team All-SEC, played like it. Note just kind of dominated the game, the whole game. Williams was good, and he shot the ball tonight. He hadn't shot it very well. I just thought we had some runs, and we just could never get over the hump. I thought we got shot after shot after shot, and just couldn't make some shots when the game was in balance. And we get 8 kills tonight. That's 8 times we got 3 stops in a row. But we shot 35%, and out-rebounded a good rebounding team. They lead the nation in free throws made. We thought that was a huge stat. We won that, 13 to 8. And I know it sounds generic and cliche. I don't say it much, but it's kind of inability to complete plays and make shots tonight.
Questions? Did you see anything specific going wrong during Arkansas's 13-0 run, or was it just kind of a bad couple of minutes?
Refresh me. When they go on 13-0?
It was 9 minute to the 4 minute in the second
9
half.
minutes to the 4 minute mark?
Somewhere around there in the second half.
Yeah, I thought for a little bit of a time, we couldn't get Note. We don't give up any corner threes. Deshaun gives up a corner three. He kind of stayed in the paint. Our ball screen defense lapsed, and it was pretty good at times. Again, I thought that what we've struggled with, what we did so good against Florida, was how we ended the half. We make a great play. I have 2 guys celebrate the play, like high school kids, instead of running back and get into our 13 defense. If you run back on a make, which we're in 13, then you head him off, which is the perfect right there. We got guys doing this right here, and he, bam, shoots one in from 30 feet, and it kind of, and I thought that's happened to us 3 or 4 times this year. But give Arkansas credit. They're a physical team. They guard. They held us 35%. I thought it was a real physical game on both ends, called the same. And I just thought that their better players just made plays tonight. They just went out and just made some shots and made some plays when they had to.
You guys' third game in 5 days. Do you think fatigue played any sort of factor?
Zero. I had to look at tape maybe with Nas. I don't know. But Nas played 30 minutes. That's kind of what we tried to keep him to. We're just trying to get some better play out of Sammy, and he had 4 fouls in about 8 minutes. He's not real physical around that goal to be able to catch and finish balls. We've got to get him to play. Zero. There was no factor at all.
Kermit, you've talked about this team being good for stretches, periods of time before. Is there something common you see that keeps them from?
Second halves earlier in the year, Parrish has been ball security, taking care of the ball, and sometimes inability just to make plays. Just throw the ball and a guy make a play, or Matt Morrell go make a play, or Deshaun makes a play, or mid-range jump shot, and when the game is 6 to cut it to 4 or 4 to 2. I thought tonight, I thought we tried, we competed, and like I said, one of their guys gets 29, the other one gets 18, and they're both really good players, and they played like it tonight.
Do you see the kind of lack of rotation among the bigs wearing on Nyes and Jamin at all? It seemed like they both came out really hot today.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but they don't play a lot of people either. They play the one kid from Little Rock off the bench as a big. They kind of start bigger, but they're really playing 3s and 4s at the 4. They went small a lot. When we went small, probably about the best we've played. Probably should have done a little bit more in the second half. We're fearing rebounding, but our small group rebounded. So I don't think that. I thought we got it to Nas right in some great spots, in the second half, and just get fouls, scored. And, he got 10 shots. We'd like to get him 12 or 13 shots. We're 5 for 10. But I don't think that fatigue had anything to do with that game.
Any further questions for Coach?
Coach, did you guys feel like you were getting good looks and the shots just weren't going in, or did you feel
if you watch the game, I thought there was a lot of wide open shots. Deshaun Ruffin was open all night, and he's open at mid-range. Matt, I think he did a good job on Matt. And thought Nyes had some good looks, you know. So you could give it both credit. I don't want to act like Arkansas didn't play hard. They guarded and they're physical, you know, they did. So a little of both. But I thought we sure had a good enough looks to be right there at the end.
Anything else?
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Dylan.